my name is Leah McDowell and I'm the Art and Production Director of Florist Books. At Florist, we're really passionate about children's books and the power that illustration can have to nurture and inspire young minds. So with this in mind, we've just launched the new look Kelpies Illustration Prize for 2019. We're on a mission to find Scottish illustrators with bags of talent so that we can help them on their way to realising their full potential and become children's book illustrators. So today I'm here to share 5 top tips for budding children's book illustrators, as well as some hints and tips on how to dazzle our judges with your entries to this year's Kelpies Illustration Prize. Tip number 1 is draw from life. Now this is the ultimate tip for anyone who wants to make it as an illustrator. You can't draw with ease and expertise until you really know what you're drawing thoroughly, and you'll only get this kind of knowledge from observational drawing. Humans are particularly tricky to get right because we spend all day looking at one another, so people can often notice when there's something not quite right about your sketches. I'd recommend that you draw people that you see in the park, characters that you see in a film, or even yourself, your own reflection in a mirror, and that way you'll get a good understanding of how humans are put together, and trust me, it will benefit your work exponentially. Tip number 2 is think in 3D. So it's my job as an art director to work with illustrators to help them create their very best work. And I always get really excited when they use interesting and dynamic compositions and perspectives in their work. Experimenting with compositions and perspective in your work can radically change the feeling of your illustration. It can enhance feelings of intimacy or drama, or it can quickly draw attention to the main focus of your work, which is really important in visual storytelling. Keep your audience engaged by mixing up your perspectives and your compositions, and you will not regret it. Tip number 3 is inject passion. So I want you to think about the project in your portfolio that you're most proud of and think about what that project was about. I'd be willing to bet that it's something that you were really passionate about. So not all illustrators have the luxury of exclusively being able to work on projects that really fire them up, but for nice open briefs like the one that we've set for our Kelpies Illustration Prize, you can find an angle that really gets your creative juices flowing. So this year we've asked creatives to submit 5 illustrations on the theme of fables. So these could be really well-known tales like Aesop's fables, lesser-known ones from world cultures, or a retelling of your own personal favourite. So it could be 5 illustrations on one particular fable that you love, or 5 illustrations on totally separate tales, it's fine. Whatever you choose, you must inject passion and love into your work, because I can definitely guarantee that that will give you next level results every time. Tip number 4 is to think about your audience. So it's all well and good to create illustrations for yourself, but you'll create your most powerful work when it communicates something to another human being. Who are you trying to talk to? What are you trying to say to them? And how are you trying to make them feel? So this year for the Kelpies Illustration Prize, we're obviously looking for talented children's illustrators, so that gives you a good hint on who your audience is. The specific age range of children that you pick though to illustrate for will determine the way in which you treat it aesthetically and the kind of styles that you use. So as an example, The Boy Who Cried Wolf, which is a really well-known fable, could be really suitable for younger children if you were to use a nice, vibrant, colourful and friendly aesthetic. It could be a really valuable moral tale about not telling lies, and it could be suitable for a younger audience. On the other hand, a colder and more mature aesthetic could render it a fairly devastating and lonely tale about a boy who manages to alienate himself from all of his villagers, and that would be less suitable for younger audiences. I want you to do your research. Look at other books for children of varying age ranges and see how the illustrations have set the tone for this book, and that'll be a really great first step on helping you find out how you illustrate for different audiences. And tip number 5 is show the best of you. The Kelpies Illustration Prize is all about uncovering vibrant new talent, so show off a little. We want to see work that showcases your most excellent abilities. So the 2019 prize is now open for entries, so head on over to discoverkelpies.co.uk to get all the information that you need to enter, and we cannot wait to see your work. Good luck.